Well, it takes a strong man to admit that he was wrong. And I was wrong about Black Panther. Black Panther stars Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, and is directed by Ryan Coogler. What's up, guys? Welcome to another review for a new Marvel movie. There are, what, 18 of these things now? It's crazy. And most of them are pretty solid. Some not so much. But first off, before I get into this review, I want to share just a quick little story with you guys. Before I saw this movie, I posted on Twitter that this will be great because Ryan Coogler directed it. Pretty strong statement, right? So, I went and seen this movie last night. And I'm a MoviePass user. So here's, I guess, my little spiel on MoviePass. MoviePass is great. But don't go see it on opening night, especially like a Friday night, prime time for a new big movie like this. I made that mistake. I went to this theater with my wife and my son, and we got there pretty early, and MoviePass, the app, would not work at all. I got really frustrated with the thing. We ended up almost not going to see the movie, but then we decided, hey, let's go across town and try a different theater. And we were able to get two of the apps working, my wife's and my son's. I still couldn't get mine, so I had to pay out of pocket. Looking back, we probably shouldn't have done that anyway, because when I went in that theater, I was really pissed off. Like, really pissed off. And to make matters worse, I was tired as hell. Like, while I was watching this movie, I nodded off at least a few times. Knowing what I know now, I guess I micro-slept because there were entire sections of this movie after watching the second time that I don't remember at all, like 10-minute sections. And so, when I got home, thinking I had saw more of the movie than I did, it was really disjointed for me. And I posted on Facebook that, you know, something like I was one of the 3% that did not like this movie. I pretty much just blasted the movie. Unfairly. I was wrong. I should not have done that. I just got back, I saw it again a second time, and it was great. I loved it. And I know some people are going to judge me for that, saying, hey, you see a movie a second time and you're just jumping on the bandwagon. No, I'm not jumping on the bandwagon. I saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which I hated, a second time. Because I always give big movies like this a second try, and I hated it even more. I saw Spider-Man Homecoming a second time, and I thought it was okay the first time. The second time, I thought it was the worst Spider-Man movie out of all 5 of them. So sometimes my second viewings can go the opposite direction. And I was scared that it was going to happen with this one, but fortunately it didn't. It actually went the other way, and I enjoyed the hell out of this movie, and so much so that I would probably put it in like the top 7 Marvel movies. I haven't sat down and like ranked them, but I would say that this is pretty high up there. So anyway, stories out of the way, on with the review. Now, Black Panther picks up pretty much directly after the events of Civil War. To me, Black Panther was like one of the most interesting characters in Civil War. He was awesome. I mean, aesthetically, his powers, he was just a really cool dude. But something tragic happened. His father died. So this one picks up where that left off. And now he is becoming king. He was a prince, now he's going to be a king. And so, really, this movie's broken up into 2 halves. The first half is the Black Panther trying to capture Claw, played by Andy Serkis. And then the second half is Killmonger, played by Michael B. Jordan, coming in and trying to claim the throne from T'Challa, Black Panther. Now, as far as Marvel movies go, or MCU movies, I think this might be like the most streamlined plot. It's just a very well scripted movie, actually. Because it's paced so well, you really just buy into everything that's going on. And also, you love the characters. First off, Chadwick Boseman is like the perfect T'Challa, or Black Panther. He really comes off as a leader. He takes charge of the role of Black Panther, and he's just a super likable guy. I kind of liken him to what Wesley Snipes brought to the Blade character. I mean, there's no other actor that could play Blade than Wesley Snipes. There's no other actor that could play Black Panther than Chadwick Boseman. He is Black Panther. Now, another reason why this movie's really good, though, is because of the villain. And I think Marvel has a big problem with villains in the cinematic universe, and I think even people that love the MCU can agree with me on that. You know, they have great protagonists, but the villains are just always pretty lackluster. There could be like a giant cloud. That was one of my big problems with Guardians Volume 2. I like villains that have like a personal connection to everything. Michael B. Jordan, who seems to be like Ryan Coogler's secret weapon because he uses him in all his movies. And I don't blame him because he is fantastic actually as the villain in this. I love how there was this little family angle here. At the beginning of the movie, Killmonger's father, who is the Black Panther at that time's brother, is actually selling vibranium to Claw. And so T'Challa's father actually kills his brother and then pretty much leaves Killmonger there to fend for himself. So I could understand why Killmonger was so damn pissed off. I get why he was really upset. He was stuck in the slums for the whole time while the people of Wakanda are just living it up. So I like villains that you can actually kind of understand where they're coming from. You know, there was a lot of pain and anguish inside him. He was a very just emotional type of villain. Next up, Ryan Coogler, I can officially say is like one of my favorite directors working today. He knocked it out of the park with Creed. Creed was like my favorite movie of 2015. He revitalized the Rocky franchise. And I just love the way he directs. It's so fresh and cool, and his use of music in his movies is just infectious. And the music in this movie is fantastic. There's like this tribal theme that is sprinkled throughout, and it's really vibrant. And I'm hoping that he does the next Black Panther movie, which they'd be crazy if they didn't try to get him to do the next one. He just understands this world. He's perfect for it. Also, another character that I have to give some quick praise to is T'Challa's sister, Shuri, played by Letitia Wright. She was a scene stealer. She's really the brains behind Black Panther's whole organization. She creates all his weapons for him. But the big thing I love about her is, you know, her relationship with her brother, and she's just so playful. She's really the comic relief of the movie because there's not too much comedy in the movie, but she is really funny actually. Also, Andy Serkis is great as Claw. I can't really talk too much about Andy Serkis because you already know how great he is. He is really one of the, I don't want to say underrated because everybody loves Andy Serkis. I just think he deserves an Oscar at this point. He is that amazing. Everything he does is amazing. Now, as far as any cons, my original frustration with this movie was with the CGI. And I still hold to that. It's not as bad as I thought it was, but the CGI is kind of shaky in some scenes, but not enough to take me out of the movie. But definitely I will give this a purchase worthy, a high purchase worthy. I enjoyed it, and I'm glad I gave it a second viewing because sometimes I think a second viewing is required. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on Black Panther? Looking forward to hearing them. Also, be sure to come over to Killer Flicks where we talk horror all day and every day, and on Fridays we do Free Fall Fridays. Follow me at Drumdums on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, and now Stardust, where I literally just posted my Stardust review for Black Panther. 2 of them actually, once before seeing it and once after seeing it the second time. Also, guys, if you like what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button, especially now because I'm about to hit 10,000 subscribers, which is insane. I'm putting together like a Drumdums 3-year retrospective, just a way to say thank you to you guys. But yeah, it's really, really awesome. I never, ever in my wildest dreams thought that I would get to 10,000 subscribers. That's just like the big dream for, you know, beginning YouTubers. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. And the Drumdum out.